I did. I like to start by getting the officers' names that I'm speaking with.
What's going on?
Parker 8425.
Yes, ma'am. How can I help you?
Okay, so first off, is the government targeting me and keeping me from law enforcement?
Ma'am, I'm here for 2 separate calls. Do you need police assistance for anything?
That's what I'm trying. That's pretty serious if I'm being targeted.
If the government is targeting you for anything.
If I can't get law enforcement, how can we figure it out?
Okay, I have to go and take a call up here. Okay, I don't
So
know.
I'm being denied law enforcement right now. Am I called?
Ma'am, you do not need police assistance.
I do. I'm not able to
How can I
speak.
help you?
I'm not able to speak.
How can I help you?
Is your body cam on?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Okay, so how do I protect myself against police that take bribes to torture me and violate me?
Okay, have a good day.
I can't get law enforcement? Well, then I have to call 911 if I can't get police under control. That endangers my safety if they're my abusers. So, hold on, these cars come by. Yes, I don't know what to do. Because I think it's pretty serious that I'm not able to speak.
I'm listening.
Okay, so I think it's police, but I don't know what to do. Because there's so many people that are racking up felonies and conspiring with my abuse. Police have came and put me out of shelters, hotels, assaulted and arrested me for attending support groups, setting up harassment and abuse in all my environments, robberies, pickpocketing, attacks, assaults, and then deprive me of law enforcement for it. There's a hit and run of my child. Someone hit me with a car, and I'm being deprived of law enforcement for these serious events. And if the United States is robbing me from my ability to be able to report crimes because the police department's setting it up, that's not safe for me. So if you guys are going to continue to get away with these raked up felonies, can you at least give me an exit strategy to leave this country that I'm getting violated in with no accountability? So I got threats.
If you're looking to immigrate out of the country, you'd have to contact the State Department. They may be able to give you advice as far as an emergency that's going on right now that you need police, fire, ambulance for. Do you have one of those?
Yeah, I told you that I got threatened, and I get threatened several times a day, and the police came and won't give me law enforcement.
Okay.
And I expressed to you how this is a pattern, how they cover for someone pulling a gun on me and all kind of other serious events.
That's within your right to be frustrated with law enforcement. What's happening right now?
I'm not being heard. I've already called earlier today reporting that I got threatened. Is that no longer, I can't get help for being reported?
What is happening right now?
I got threatened, ma'am. I got threatened, and the police department is enlisted in my abuse and haven't had any accountability for their charges. Someone staying at a shelter, and they punished me for reporting it and said I was a problem when 3 people had to get. I can't report that I got threatened. I'm robbed of that in this country.
You can report that you got threatened.
Okay, well, if I can report it, then why are you asking me if it's happening right now? When it was happening, no one came. The same truck that keeps just coming by, the same truck. I don't know why he's patrolling this area.
If you want to report someone is stalking you, you can call 311.
No, I'm reporting that I got threatened. Are you robbing me for the right to report it and covering for it? That would be a red flag that it was deliberately set up and there was a conspiracy to cover for these threats.
If you want to report a threat, you can call 311.
I called and that's not happening. I would like to be able to report it to the police.
Have a good day. I'm going to disconnect. Thanks, other emergency.
This is how it's been. These people were kicking their feet. They're getting help. He likes to play mind games to let me see that he has the government on a leash, that they can get assistance I can. But they're setting up crimes. These people were kicking their feet and behaving odd. So now they want me to see that they're being let in. These are the mind games that are played. And I'm being deprived of law enforcement. It's deliberate. These are the games that he plays. He does all kind of petty things that aren't realistic that I can't really talk about. It's psychological abuse. They're enforcing since the threat was set up. This is how it's been years. They won't let me report it. That way they can scam for them to put me out, and then there's no paper trail of crimes that they prearranged and set up. It won't call now. Hello? This is how it's been. They don't want me having that paper trail since they set it up. They're out of grievances since it was set up. Yeah, police are covering for assaults. They've been doing it for years. And I'm at the police department and they sent someone out that won't take a report. And that's criminal. Tampering with evidence is a felony, and obstruction of justice and hindering prosecution for the person that keeps setting it up. All those are criminal, a lot of felonies. So I want to exercise my right to do a police report, and they won't let me at the police department.
What's the report about?
Me being threatened repeatedly and my life being in jeopardy.
Okay. And are you at the on the police?
Yes.
And where are you standing at the?
Right in front of the flags.
Okay. It looks like we have a call in already.
Right. He wouldn't take the report. He walked off, bullied me, and walked off to cover for
Right.
it.
They won't. Right. We have to send an officer out there and wouldn't be able to just flag them down if they have calls.
No, he said he came to help me, then covered for the crime, and walked off. He said, "How can I help?" Then when I tried to get assistance,
We have a call in. Let me get your description of black white mitigation.
she's covering for the crime. So there's someone dictating everything step by step. If it's too incriminating, then how they cover up for it. I'm sorry, I have on black pants. Black pants. Different color, blue, white, and black. I'm black. This is for my life being in jeopardy, having an abuser that the police department and the government covers for. So it's serious because I'm denied law enforcement. So these threats I take seriously. It's Kiana.
What's your last name?
Clark, C-L-A-R-K. So since they're in cahoots together to violate me, I'm deprived of law enforcement for these serious events, even the hit and run of my child. And I get punished for reporting these serious events, trying to be safe.
I'll go ahead and...
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, ma'am.
They're really stalking and trying to set up whatever crimes they can set up and cover up, making sure all the good officers are nowhere to be found and this report is controlled to never get investigated. That's what they're doing. They're enforcing that one bad apple spoils the bunch. They're guarding me and making sure there's no good person nowhere, period, in the proximity of me. Even at shelters, domestic violence, everywhere walking down the road. They want to make sure that there's no integrity, even at church, to be anywhere found around me, and will watch and guard to enforce it. At hospitals, jails on false charges, courts. That's what they're doing with your tax dollars.